Hey guys, People Close Gamers backtrack to The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 4 Service. So last time we checked in on The Walking Dead, we got a very interesting look, I guess I would say, into Negan's compound, kind of how that works, how some people are totally for Negan, and some people are like, we need to get the fuck out of here, like Dwight and his wife tried to do. Then it was also majorly a story about Dwight and kind of his backstory filling in last season's episode 5, 6, one of those, when they were lost in the woods there. And I think his wife's name is Sherry, kind of how they felt. Obviously, they hate it here, but they're still used to the life now. Sherry's with Negan, because she had to marry him to save Dwight's life. He still got the iron, all this stuff. And it was more of a character look into Dwight, who is, I think, I don't know the comic books, but I would assume he's going to turn on Negan at some point. Even if he dies, he's going to. That just seems like the route they're pushing. I like how Daryl didn't break. Because, you know, Dwight broke because he was saving his wife, and his wife did vice versa. Daryl doesn't really have anyone there. However, him saying that makes me fear that Negan is going to, in some way, at some point, because whether he brings Daryl along or not, is going to use that to harm our Alexandrians because he wouldn't submit, because there are people that Daryl cares about. So that kind of gives me some fear here. And really, that was all that was going on last episode, except 2 songs of Easy Street that was in my head now for the last week or so, and or 2 weeks, and then Roy Oberson's Crying, I think it was, which I was also listening to after the election. But without further ado, guys, here we go. Alright, so we're picking up with Alexandria's life after the Saviors. It probably sucks, I would imagine. Morse code. That's cool that they have that. Probably communicate or try to communicate with other groups. Oh, there's our boy. Cheerful as ever. That's a great shot of his shadow coming up. Awesome. Who is it?
Little pig, little pig. Let me in.
He would say something like that. He would. Ah, such classic Negan.
I missed you.
I kind of believe him in some way.
Oh, is some service. I mean, we almost get turned away.
That's the title of the episode. Roll credits. Oh man, he's such an upstanding guy.
Service.
What a great guy. Well, again, he said, welcome to the new beginning, you sorry shits. Welcome, because this is how life is going to be day in and day out for you as long as Negan's alive. So get used to it, Rick. Swallow that big pill he told you to. You like it? It's a nice, that's a cool zoom out shot. I like that.
A lot of suspense there. Alright.
Okay. Feel like this is someone noteworthy.
Move out!
Probably a comic book character. Oh, Jeffrey Dean Morgan gives me life.
They're just gonna search that.
Yeah, all the Alexandrians. Yeah, were you guys not filled in on this?
Show me around.
That's how it works. You, I feel like one of them's gonna do something stupid and it's gonna cost someone their life.
What?
The one that we left on the side of the road last season?
You know where it is.
I guess that's what he's looking for? Man, he really wants to be Daryl. Rosita, keep a lid on it. They're a bunch of assholes, but I don't want you to do anything stupid. So let's just let it go along with it. Explain, catch Spencer up to speed if he's not already caught up. And what is Michonne doing? Ain't as easy as it looks. You gotta take in wind, how far you're shooting. Sometimes the actual gravity and the slope of the earth, it's not that easy. The curvature of the earth. Well, she did hit a deer accidentally, which is sad but also kind of good because, hello, dinner. That's a good thing. As long as it doesn't get Carl shot this time. That's good venison. You gotta take that. You could use the fur to make something. You could use a whole bunch of that stuff, especially the meat. You gotta take that. Don't just feel sad that you accidentally shot it. You gotta take that stuff. But Negan's crew rolling their way through here, it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, that someone will do something stupid and this will, you know, one of them will die. But it's very weird that all these other Alexandrians that weren't there when Negan killed everyone they're like so shocked that he came in and they don't know who he is. And like, I understand they didn't see him, but then they get filled in on that experience of like why Abraham and Glenn never came back.
He
He thinks it's a sex tape. Ah, the original tape. The classic. Wow, I love that episode.
Say, you, Rick, underneath all that man's bush?
Back in the day.
Yeah, I would not have messed with that guy.
But this guy you can mess with though.
Do you care to pay your respects?
Holy crap.
Oh, the priest. Gabriel, be cool.
You are creepy as shit. I mean, wearing that damn tragedy.
So they're pretending Maggie's dead. That's a risky move. That is a total risky move.
Well, this must really suck for you guys. Daryl there, you forced my hand.
There you go, for all the people saying it wasn't Daryl's fault.
On her back, huh? How could I have a shy guy that just bashed your husband's head in? You'd be surprised. Most
Yeah,
people,
probably would be. Oh no, who's doing stupid things? Who got shot? Who was doing stupid things? Oh no. Oh no, who did something stupid? Oh, Carl.
What do you think happens next?
Carl, let's talk it down, Carl. Carl, you were there. This is no excuse.
Taking all before you find out how dangerous we all are.
Oh, Carl, and some back talk.
Pardon me, young man. Excuse the shit out of my goddamn French, but did you just threaten me?
Yeah.
Look, I get
The two of them have an interesting relationship. Carl's got some balls.
Where were we?
More than Rick.
Oh, yeah. Your giant man-sized balls. Again?
Carl, you were there. You saw what he does. Just let them go with it. It sucks, but let it go. Let's hope that doesn't get us in further trouble.
I can't allow that.
So you're going to take all the guns. Damn, that sucks. Shit. Way to fuck up, Carl.
Where are my guns?
And they're in the armory. They're in the armory. But, oh, Carl, I appreciate you having those giant-sized balls, as Negan said, but that's a massive mistake. Because not only Negan remembers that, but now you just lost all your goddamn guns. Did you really think he was going to lay everything out and say, all right, there's 8 things here, I get 4, you get 4? He's going to define half as whatever he wants, and now it's just about to get so much worse.
Gonna scrap your food.
Well, I got to keep them alive somehow.
You got a fat lady in charge of keeping track of things.
That's fucked up.
What? You starve to death? I don't get shit.
Exactly, so he's got to keep them alive.
You get to keep all the food. How about that?
Right? Oh, man, they should be so grateful. Damn, man. This is a dangerous game we're playing here with the Saviors, but very interesting to see how broken Rick is at this point, where he has a little bit of fight in him, but he knows there's no hope. Carl's the one who really wants to fight back. You should just run. Just leave and never come back. I mean, there's probably roadblocks the Saviors have, but it'd be worth a shot at this point.
Still here.
Oh yeah, I mean, who would have took it? It's only been like a week, I think, not even in lapsed time, so, and it's hidden under brush. I wouldn't exactly blame it on Rick. I mean, this is just how it happened. This would have happened to you without Rick.
Rick thought it through. It would have been different.
I don't think it would have been. I think without Rick, you would have been fucked even more. But Rick did make mistakes. Is she's just thinking about running or walking away? Where's she going?
Yes, it is.
I remember this whole stairwell area when the wolves came in. He doesn't even care. Daryl just keeps going. He doesn't stop. Well, hopefully that didn't kill anyone.
Well, I do believe Lucille's getting a little jealous. It was you guys that took out little Timmy in the Dick Brigade?
Yes, it was.
Rick, right now.
Fuck, is he gonna kill Olivia? Yeah, he usually doesn't kill women. I guess he's gonna cross that line.
Your job. And you screwed up.
That sucks, because probably just someone took it and it's not her fault.
Guns?
Yeah, this is, This is going as tense as I thought it would. I think Olivia might get it. I did like how he told Whitaker, Garrod or whatever, he said that, hey, we don't do that unless they do something. So he, even though as fucked up as Negan is, he has a code that he doesn't want to break. He doesn't just go out hurting people if they don't need to be hurt. So even though he's an effed up individual, I do like this kind of code that he has, that he usually doesn't kill women, that he doesn't really kill children, there's no rape. Like, he has these certain rules in this fucked up world. The last time they had a meeting in this church was before they raided the compound last season. Now Rick is really broken. He usually gives inspirational speeches. This is life now. Negan's in charge. They're looking at him, and he's not in charge anymore. Well, Spencer, you fucked that up, because we got all these walkers out here, and they don't have any guns, so way to go, Spencer. Well, let's see what you got, Rosita. Too many. What is your ultimate goal out here? Why are you taking this risk? Smart with the tree, because walkers are dumb. Nice. Very nice. What was the point of that? No idea. Get weapons off of them? That's what she's looking for? So you're just going to hide them out here? I don't know if that's going to work out too well. You know, like, I appreciate the fight. You know, Rosita has fight, Carl has fight. Those are the two people championing, you know, the ships of that. But there's no way out of this. One gun is not going to save you. And, you know, as Negan classified it as they have a shit ton of guns. All those guns, there's too many people that the Saviors had. It wouldn't do you any good. Plus, all of the people that Rick has, all those Alexandrians, a lot of them are not fighters, so they wouldn't have a chance anyway. So at this point in time, there's no way of fighting back. And they keep looking to Rick and being like, how do we get out of this? And Rick knows how it is. There is no way out at this point. Negan just out there chilling with Olivia before he possibly kills her. Having lemonade in the garden area. He is a sick man. Man, he's not the same person he was a couple seasons ago. He's killed people now. Yeah, Rick has another life basically on his head, even though it's not directly his fault. Oh, what about in the vent? That would be a good place to check, a smart place to hide a gun. Alright, there we go. We got both of them. We're good. I guess Spencer was hiding them, or maybe Rosita probably. We got him. We're good. There's the guns. Hopefully Negan will actually be rational. Now those balloons of when she was with Glenn.
It's just...
It reminds him, her of him. I mean, come on, she's like 16, bro. This is a little weird. Then Carl's gonna really start hating his dad. It's gonna go that comic book route.
Shit, somebody's gonna die. Lights a fire under everybody.
It's the truth.
Back to square one.
Yeah, and he'll kill someone else. So he has to almost rat them out, basically. That's a bad situation, man. Damn. But that was sweet of Enid that she probably wants to keep those balloons, I guess, in general, but those balloons are how they signaled that Glenn was alive when, you know, the fences went down and, you know, that they were out there. And Maggie just somehow knew that was Glenn. That's all she has left of him now, you know. Glenn was with the whole group, but obviously he had the greatest connection to Maggie. He developed a connection to Enid. He developed a connection to Tara, who, remember, her and Heath are not only still out there, they have literally no idea what's happened. The last time they checked in with our group, everything was kumbaya and they just raided the compound. Well, so it wasn't totally kumbaya, but everything went well for them. So they're in for a rude awakening. That's if they even get back alive. Well, at least they got Daryl some shoes this episode. Because he said, please. Because he was polite, that's why he let him do it. I think he's going to tell Michonne that she needs to hand over her gun, too. They'll probably let him keep the sword, though.
You're practicing.
Trying to get a headshot on Negan. Daryl's broken, he ain't going to say anything. Not broken entirely, but he ain't going to say anything.
I love a gal that buys me dinner and doesn't expect me to put out.
That's good.
Just your dead friends.
Damn. That's something good to say. Damn. She's got a little fight still left in her. Just hopefully it doesn't get someone killed. But yeah, I think Negan also wants his bat back. Yeah, then just Daryl won't say nothing. That's what they're testing him with. I don't think they would really give him back or give him the bike back or let him stay there, but make it a point.
So nobody died.
Hey, success!
You know what
Pretty pleased?
Thank you.
Thank you. There we go. Is he gonna kill another walker?
Another one.
Man, he could be doing good service for this community, Negan. No, Rick, let's relax on those temptations. I understand them, but you wouldn't have a chance in hell, buddy. Damn! That was a cool kill. That was awesome. And also, if he swung at Negan, even if he killed him, they're all dead instantaneously.
Oh, wait.
You're gonna forget the bat. Don't forget Lucille.
I just slid my dick down your throat.
Yeah.
And you thanked me for it.
Yeah, I think Rick's clearly aware. Only a matter of time. You gotta build Rick back up, man. I think the community might turn against them, but do they honestly think they have a chance? And in some ways, I think it's better to die. Oh, they just ran over that walker. In some ways, better to die than to live like this. This sucks. They can come back tomorrow. You don't have anything for them. Bye, Daryl. Have fun. We miss you. Get along at summer camp. Yeah, not anymore. No vengeance for the plunderers. That is definitely not true these days.
You went into my house.
Yeah, he went into everyone's house.
Kill Olivia. You got lucky with us.
Damn. Rick just telling him off.
We should have made a deal with them when we could have.
This is the deal. They wouldn't have gotten any better.
I guess Glenn and Abraham were lucky too.
Ooh, I wouldn't mention that. Rick is feeling a good old-fashioned beating. And if he can't beat up the saviors...
Like that again to me.
Yeah, he'll kill him.
I'll break your jaw, knock your teeth out. You understand?
Yeah, I would watch your tone, Spencer.
Say yes. Yes.
Yeah. I watch your tone. Just because Rick's under the thumb of Negan doesn't mean you're better or stronger or a better fighter than Rick is. You're nobody, Spencer. I don't think you two understand the gravity of the situation, especially Rosita. You were there. Like, I appreciate your fire, but there's no way out for this right now. Having this one gun with no bullets in it ain't gonna help you, trust me. And all that's gonna do is that's foreshadowing for someone that dies later because of that.
What kind of a life?
A terrible one. I'd rather die, I think. This sucks.
He was my partner.
Shane.
He got Lori and Carl to safety.
Holy shit. He's talking about Shane. Wow.
I know Judith isn't mine.
Wow, he admits it. Holy shit.
I know it.
That's crazy. He admitted it. Damn. I mean, we expected that.
This is how we live now.
He said that in season 5.
That too, so
Wow. That was a powerful scene. That was a really powerful scene. What is she seeing from that far away? What's burning?
Make me a bullet.
Alright, so Rosita trying to fight back against the crew. Wants Eugene to, follow through with her thing there and make a bullet. What I don't know is what was that thing there at the end that Michonne saw. That I don't know. Alright guys, so that was my reaction there to The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 4 Service. This was a 90-minute episode. Don't know if it needed to be 90 minutes. Like the last year we had 2 90-minute episodes. We had the Morgan episode, which I felt like a lot of people thought it shouldn't have been. I felt like it should have been 90 minutes. We need to explore more about Morgan's backstory. He's been gone many seasons, and that whole story of how he changed his whole thinking, and he met, the guy out there, and that whole story was great. 90 minutes in the season finale, not as great. That could have definitely been put into a 60-minute episode. I kind of feel the same way here. I mean, I understand what they were going for. I just felt like... And I appreciate the quieter moments in Walking Dead. I just felt like maybe it could have been condensed a little bit more. I know you can't do really a 75-minute episode, but I feel like it should have been condensed a little more. But I was fine with it. It was a solid episode. It wasn't anything to write home about. But it was a good episode. So overall, I would say there's 4 main points of the episode here. I would say Negan comes knocking. I would say is a pretty big one. I'm gonna go with the second one. I think I'm gonna go with Hope is alive, or Hope's alive. And that has to do more with people like Rosita, with Spencer, with Michonne, with Carl, how they're fighting. Basically, that they believe they can fight back. I would say the third point, which this is going to be huge in future episodes, is the group lies about Maggie. That's a huge deal. And I would say the fourth main point of the episode is right at the end there is Rick's confession. Now, before we get into the main points here, I was driving me crazy. I was like, what was I not seeing? What was burnt there? That Michonne found. Obviously, she must have been attracted to some smoke. She went over there and she started crying. It was mattresses. I had to look it up. It was bothering me so much. They burnt all the mattresses they took. They burnt, which is just basically like, hey, we don't need these. It's just we're showing you that we control over you. We can take whatever we want, and we'll show you who's boss. And then we'll throw it back in your face and we'll burn them. I don't know if the Saviors expected them to find the mattresses, because that seemed pretty far away out. But yeah, that was basically their doing there. So starting with the first main point of the episode is Negan comes knocking. So we knew this was going to happen. He comes less than a week early, less than a week, maybe in 3-4 days or so. He said he was going to come in a week. So he comes knocking, no surprise there. They take whatever they want. Very weird how the other Alexandrians, I understand Spencer not recognizing who he is. It's not like they have a picture, but not like, if someone's there with a baseball bat, they should have told Spencer, like, yeah, let this guy in. And all, like, the other, like, Alexandrians, like, being so shocked at what's going on. Like, were you not aware of what was going to happen? I guess maybe they really thought, like Carl did, that it was going to be half. So that was interesting there. This episode was basically, for the most part, was all about breaking Rick down. He was shoving him into the ground because he had a little bit of hope. He had a little bit of fight, like, I'm going to kill you in the first episode, right? And Negan used that against him and broke him. He's further punching him into the ground. Get it. Get it through your skull that you are nobody. You answer to me. I will kill Olivia. That was some tense moments there, even though it was drawn out a little bit. I like that stuff there. Negan's hilarious. Maybe that says something more about me, but I think other people find him funny. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I think, is just so charismatic. He plays the character perfectly. And I think, without the fuck every sentence that, from the couple comic books I've read that he's been in, that kind of gets a little old. It wears thin on you. I kind of like this approach to it. I know that last season they filmed like a whole fuckity scene for that whole finale there, but I kind of like the way they're doing it here. It makes him more of a less comical character and more scary. Plays the character great. All the they took everything. Obviously, I said what they did with the mattresses. They did whatever they wanted. They took all the guns, which is a pretty big deal. And mainly, I think they took most of the guns, not only because they saw how many they had, and a lot of them were Savior guns, but they also took them because of the 2 missing guns. So that was a big fuck up on Spencer's part. No surprise there. That's all he does so far, seeing him on the show. All he does is fuck up. Literally all he does. I don't even know why Rosita has slept with him at this point. I mean, he's just a waste. I appreciate his fight in one way, but, I'll get to him more. But, yeah, like Negan coming through, there's not much more to say about it. He went to the Glenn's graves and stuff like that. And, I'll touch on more of that in a second. He went through all the houses. He had a very tense interaction there with Carl that really scared me for a second. But it was just about him making the point that you are nobody. It does seem like his lieutenants and people like Dwight get to also request things that they want. And I'm assuming, I don't know, and correct me down below if anyone who knows comics better, I'm assuming this Garrot woman or whatever, I'm assuming she's a pretty pivotal member in the comic books. Just the seemingly the way they addressed her, she was the only person that they called out by name that we haven't met before. So it definitely seemed that was something there. Going into the second main point, it's Hope is alive. Barely, and maybe stupidly, but it's there. There's a fire in Rosita, there's a fire in Spencer, there's a fire in Carl, and there's a fire in Michonne. Those four characters, they have fire in them. And in people like Gabriel, they have hope. That things are going to get better and Rick is going to get them out of this and they're going to fight back. I think it's delusional in people like Rosita or Carl or all them. Well, Carl, his was more about, you said taking half, and he was literally taking that literally. Which you should know that anything that Negan says, he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't play by the book, even though he claims to be, that he's a reasonable guy. But people like Michonne, a smart woman, like, she's been through the shit with Rick. You would think she would get it, that there is no fighting back against this. You would think that Rosita would get it. You know, he's not, like Rick mentioned, Spencer's not like them. He was nice and cushioned inside the walls. He's an idiot for what he thinks he can do, you know, the contraband he could have even before the Saviors. But not only that, now, okay, it's a little splurge here and there. It's not really nice to everyone else, but okay. But if you think you could live in this world under Negan now with that, you're delusional. But them keeping hope alive, I don't understand Rosita's really point here of like, oh, I have one gun, now Eugene make me bullets. Like, they're going to come knocking again, like, you're going to get someone killed. And I think what's going to drive it home, and I thought it was going to happen in this episode, is I think what's going to get it for the group again, especially all the people who weren't there, is Negan needs to come to Alexandria, he needs to find contraband or something, maybe something Rosita's doing that wasn't supposed to be there, and he's going to kill another person right in the middle of the street so everyone can get it. But I do appreciate their fight back there. I do appreciate Michonne mentioning the hilltop because, again, I don't really know the comics that well, especially this far into the comics, but I'm pretty sure later on the hilltop helps Alexandria fight against the Saviors in some kind of all-out war. However, the hilltop right now is not only housing Maggie, which is a huge risk because you know Saviors are going to show up there, and if anyone, especially Negan, shows up there, or anyone that's heard that Maggie was supposed to be dead and they find her there, that ain't going to be good for Maggie and the rest of the Alexandrians. So, but I'll touch more on that. But the only fighter we really know of in the hilltop is Jesus. So I don't understand how that's going to really work and what Michonne was thinking. But I do appreciate the fight. And it's definitely going to get them in trouble going forward. The third main point of the episode, I would say, is Maggie. They lied about Maggie. It's a bold move. It's a ballsy move. It's a move that shows Rick and Gabriel and all of them. It shows us as the audience that those characters, they still have fight in them. You know, I was just saying the people that have hope in that fight, Rick has a little bit of it too because he went along with it and he said, he didn't really say anything, but he basically, you know, without saying anything, said something. And said, oh, Maggie's dead, she died, which is understandable, not only with Glenn dying, but she looked sick, and even Negan knew that. That's a huge risk, because that could come into play later on if they find Maggie. Even if she heals up and has the baby, she can't stay at the hilltop. It's under the Savior's control as well. Like, where is she going to go? Like, that just seems like a disaster in the making. I do appreciate them trying to protect her because, as Negan said, he was going to take her back to the compound. I guess he maybe has multiple wives or something, which I'm not really surprised there. He made a funny little quip as well of saying, like, you'd be surprised how many women, you know, came back, you know, back with me that I beat their husbands to death, you know, bashed their brains in. So that was really interesting there. Not like they had a choice, but that's going to be massive repercussions. It was also great seeing, you know, not great, but, you know, it was nice seeing Glenn and Abraham's graves again. And in touching with Glenn and Abraham, wow, was Spencer out of line saying, you know, we should have made a deal with them when we could have, which we saw in the season 7 trailer. This is the deal, Spencer. I mean, even when we saw Simon on the road at the season finale last year, he was going to kill one of them, and then we could start moving forward on business, right? That's exactly how it was going to work. That's how it was going to work with Negan. And for anyone out there, before I get even to my Spencer point, just a quick little thing I want to touch on. For anyone out there that was arguing with me, which I like constructive criticism. I like people having different opinions. But the people that were really trying to jam it home against me or anyone else, I've seen them all across Walking Dead reaction videos and reviews, that, oh, it wasn't Daryl's fault that Glenn died. You know, he was going to kill him anyway. There was your confirmation. Negan himself said that the only reason Glenn died was because of Daryl. There you go. There's not much more to say on that. That should shut everyone down. That it wasn't clear for them in the premiere. There you go. There's your answer. But getting back to Spencer, he had a nerve. I like how Rick said, you've been on these cushy walls this whole time, like, you don't know shit, basically. And then him saying, yeah, how'd that work out for, Glenn and Abraham? And then Rick didn't even have to turn around. He said, you ever say something to me like that again, I will break your jaw and knock your teeth out. You got it? Say you got it. And he's like, I got it. So Rick still has a little bit of power in there. Spencer, don't lose your place. Just because Rick is under the thumb of Negan, don't think you can go kicking his ass now, and him and Rosita and all that shit is going to get them in trouble. And the fourth main point of the episode is Rick's confession. So, man, let me know down below if you know accurately when is the last time we brought up Shane. Maybe the beginning of season 3? The last time I can actually think of is the episode after the mid-season finale in season 4 when Carl and Rick had the episode with Carl with the chocolate pudding and all that shit. And then, he thought Rick was dead. In that episode, he says, Shane taught me out. You remember Shane? That's the last time I could remember them mentioning Shane. And I totally forgot. When he was saying the friend thing, I was like, oh, who is he mentioning? And then as he explained it more, I was obviously, as soon as he said Lori, I was like, oh my God, he's talking about Shane. And that's right. Michonne and a lot of these people that are left, because a lot of the original group that knew Shane are dead, they didn't know about this man. And he, Rick says straight out, he doesn't need a DNA test, which wouldn't be possible in this world. He knows that baby is not his. Judith is not his. It's Shane's, even though as much as he wanted to be his, as much as Lori said, oh, it's yours, he knows it's not his, but he protects that kid as his own, and that's why he wants to live. This is why, even though this life sucks, and I like how they were questioning, is this life worth living? And I totally agree. I like how he says, I want to live and grow old, and I'm going to die before she does, and I'm going to teach her how to survive, I guess, even in this world. But wow, what a powerful scene there, and I really did enjoy that. And it was nice to mention Shane again, because way back in the day, he was my favorite character. But overall, guys, that's kind of my thoughts here on The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 4, Service, this 90-minute episode. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? Obviously, this is coming out a little bit late here, so don't give me any spoilers for Episode 5 when that comes out. But please let me know your thoughts at the time on this episode down below. Did you think it should be 90 minutes? Did you like the story? Were there any great character moments or scenes? Or there was a lot of great camera shots in filmmaking in this episode. Any favorites of yours that stand out to you? Let me know those down below. What do you think of Negan coming and knocking? The whole lie about Maggie being dead and how that's going to work out. How there's some fight back in the group here. And Rosita wants to make bullets. How do you think that's going to work out? Do you think that's going to be massive consequences? Do you think the Saviors are going to find out? And who do you think is going to die from that? Did you have any fear here of Olivia dying? And what did you think of Rick's confession finally confirming that Judith is not his? And, Michonne there, the burning of the mattresses, kind of their conflict, and everyone trying to understand that this is not Rick's world anymore. No, they shouldn't be looking to Rick. It's Negan now, that whole church scene. Let me know any other thoughts, all your thoughts on the questions I asked, or any other thoughts you had on the episode. Let me know them down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends if you'd be so kind, and until next Walking Dead, guys, thanks for watching.